That's not a reason not to give them tips or gifts. Air hostesses love to see that you appreciate all of the things that they are doing.
You could tip them?
The truth about mobile electronic
I can
devices.
give you a tip.
Do you remember when the air hostess asked you to...
Yo, what's up guys, Prince Charming. Today we're checking out 10 secrets flight attendants don't want you to know. So I don't know if you knew, but like the first time I actually went on a plane was when I went to LA to do the collab with Dang Matt Smith. Update on that, hopefully we got a new collab coming soon. Like I really want to collab with him, he's a pretty funny dude. But no, seriously, that's the first time I went on a plane, and flight attendants can kiss my ass because they don't really do much for you unless you like fly first class or business. So go ahead and comment, what was your worst flight experience if you've been on a plane? If you haven't, when are you gonna get on a plane next? Honestly, for me, man, it was just like uncomfortable seats and like they gave me crackers and water, bro. Like, come on. Also, make sure you subscribe. Give me 200,000 subscribers for my birthday on July 28th, guys. If we could do that, I'm gonna do like a live stream giveaway, countdown to my birthday, giveaway gift cards, PS4, Xbox, Hojes. Just gotta be subscribed. So make sure you do that, like, comment on this video, and let's check out these secrets flight attendants don't want you to know.
The tiny hole on the window.
Oh my gosh.
If you ever went on a plane, you probably spent hours looking around you and wondering what to do on your uncomfortable seat. And if you had the chance to be sitting close to the window, you probably spent too much time thinking about why there was a tiny hole there. Is it even supposed to be there, or is the plane about to crash? To keep the pressure contained 36,000 feet above sea level, there can't be holes anywhere. So, is this scary little thing trying to end your life? Don't worry, everything is going to be fine. The tiny holes in airplane windows, called bleed holes, are actually there for your safety. There are 3 window panes, and the hole is located on the middle one. You are not in contact with the air outside of the plane.
Okay.
But why is it there anyway? It reduces the pressure on the middle pane, so only the outer pane takes the force of the cabin pressure. If one of the panes is broken, we'll still have 2 others to protect us. Next time you're on a plane, you'll have something interesting to say to the passenger sitting next to you.
Don't be that person on a flight talking to the person next to you when they're trying to sleep. Don't be that annoying person. Like, I had that on my flight. Somebody was trying to have a conversation with me when I was trying to watch a movie.
The secret life of air hostesses.
They be getting smashed in the back room.
Always smiling, but that doesn't mean they're doing the easiest job. There are so many things you don't know about being an air hostess. First, there is a reason why they look so good. Some of them are not allowed to gain weight, or they'll be asked to lose it in a month. There are also strict grooming standards for their skirt, their heels, their nails, and even their lipsticks. But that doesn't mean these girls are superficial. They are really smart too. Some of them are asked 2 emergency procedure questions and 1 medical question before the flight. Air hostesses are also trained to deliver babies in midair until the emergency services arrive. They are the one you need if the plane crashes and you end up on a television show like Lost. After years living on planes and traveling around the world,
Lost was a good show.
Are real-life survivors. These women seem to be perfect, but don't think they are there to flirt or even make small talk. They have a lot of things to do if they want to make everyone happy. So go back to work, Britney Spears. Your influence is toxic for the whole team.
That's low-key probably why like they be so rude, because like they really do have to attend to a lot of people, and if you're not flying first class or business, they don't really care about you.
That's not a reason not to give them tips or gifts. Air hostesses love to see that you appreciate all of the things that they are doing.
You could tip them?
The truth about mobile electronic devices.
I can give you a tip.
Do you remember when the air hostess asked you to turn off your cell phone when you were preparing for takeoff? She never explained why, but most of us thought that the one who left their phone open would be the reason why the aircraft crashes.
Yeah, I never turned my phone
off. And you might be scared to go on a plane ever again if you know that 4 out of 10 U.S. air passengers admitted that they don't always turn off their electronic devices. But why do we need to anyway? That is because it can cause interferences. The gadgets connect to the internet using radio frequencies, just like the ones the pilots need. This could affect the radar, communications, and the collision avoidance. Some pilots admitted that they missed a clearance or 2 because of cell phone users. So it is true that you shouldn't use mobile electronic devices after all. It is to be taken seriously. But that doesn't keep the crew from breaking this rule and using their cell phone anyway, just after telling people not to do that. And what happens when a passenger does the same thing? They could be asked to leave the plane if they refuse to cooperate, just like it happened to actor Alec Baldwin. He refused to stop playing Words with Friends and had to be kicked off before the takeoff. You better not waste your time and everyone else's life and just turn off your cell phone.
That's insane. I did not know that I can cause a crash. Yeah, because I only went on a plane once, but I did not turn my phone on, and I never once turned my phone off. So yeah. Yikes.
Let's go 10 years back in time and learn how to live without our electronic devices. The
Speak
food
for yourself.
you eat. Anyone who has ever been on a plane agrees that the food usually looks disgusting.
Oh, yes.
And you're right to think so. Most of the staff would never eat the food that they serve. The pilots don't even have the right to eat the same meal, whether they're on the plane or their day off. That's because they want to make sure that the two of them won't get food poisoning.
Yep.
By the look of it, they just shouldn't eat anything that is served on board. And it's not just the food that you shouldn't touch. The trays don't get cleaned as often as they should. You might think that the water should be fine, but you are absolutely wrong. A test of tap water from various airlines found out that the bacteria level was as much as 100 times higher than the allowed limit in the US. This is why you'll see most air hostesses drinking water out of a water bottle. After learning all of this, we don't even feel like eating or drinking anything anymore. Anyway, you probably won't even have the opportunity to eat. Food service on night flights can be delayed until most people fall asleep, so they won't have to serve food. Sometimes it's better to be hungry than to be sick.
Oh, y'all some scammers. I'm over here paying all this money for a flight. You won't feed me. And if you do feed me, it's a damn TV meal. Bro, like, if we all boycott airlines altogether, we will get better service.
Dirty secrets on the plane. It's not
I
only
told y'all,
the
they
food
be getting
that is
smashed in the back
disgusting,
room.
but also everything around you. And once you know this, you'll want to wear a spacesuit the next time you go on a plane. Before you touch anything, use sanitizing wipes. You never know what happened, and most of the plane isn't cleaned properly. Some people don't mind changing their baby's diaper on the tray where you eat. So when you eat the pretzel that you just dropped and might be eating poop at the same time. And don't walk barefoot on the carpet. Every disgusting thing you can imagine has been spilled on it, like vomit, baby pee, and different human fluids. In fact, don't even touch the blankets and the pillows. Sometimes the crew doesn't even remember the last time they were clean. Even if headphones come in wrappers, they have probably been used as well. And for those who think that love is in the air, forget about kissing in secret in the bathroom. This is the least romantic place you could ever find. If you ever wondered why most air hostesses didn't join the Mile High Club, that is because they know about all the most disgusting things that happened there. Forget about intimacy. The staff can open the door at any time. You shouldn't be scared of the plane crashing. You should actually be scared of staying on board.
I don't know anybody who would want to join the Mile High Club because that bathroom is so small. I had to take a dump when I was on the plane, and I did not let my butt touch the seat. Like, I wouldn't allow it. Saving my life, one step at a time.
The things a safety demo doesn't actually tell you. After hours not knowing what to do, you probably read the safety demo 5 times and now know how to say it out loud by heart. But there are actually many things you will never know, no matter how many times you read the pamphlet. For example, dim lights are not meant for you to sleep well. It is impossible to have a good night of sleep on a plane anyway. They are meant to prepare you for evacuation if the aircraft crashes during the night. Your eyes will be used to the darkness and you'll be able to see more clearly if the lights are off.
That's scary.
That's not all. The real reason why we put up tray tables during takeoff and landing is so the passenger next to you can escape easily. You should also open the window shade so the firefighters can see you if the plane crashes. But there are just some things you cannot plan. Many people steal life jackets to bring them home as souvenirs. The crew makes sure there is one under every seat at the start of every day, but if there is a flight before you, they might not know that it has been stolen. This is why it would be a good idea for you to check if the life jacket is indeed there.
So you're telling me that... You see, we're paying all this money and they don't even care about us, guys. Boycott airlines. Gosh.
The way pets are treated. Many people don't want to leave their pets, but sometimes it would be a better idea to find a babysitter than to bring them on a plane. The airline is doing their best to protect the animals, but some things can't be avoided. They are left alone during the whole flight, with no food, nothing to drink, nowhere to pee, and no one to cuddle. If you think that a 12-hour flight is long, just try to imagine what it is like for them. A lot of noise around them, and they could be waiting in the heat, cold, or rain. On the plane, cats and dogs also have trouble breathing, and some of them can overheat due to high temperatures. And even if the crew does their best to protect the animal, mistakes can happen.
Not my baby boy.
Could be shipped to the wrong place or left unattended.
Oh, if they ever send my dog to the wrong place, I'm gonna send them to the right place, and that's in the ground.
If this happens, few airports are equipped to handle animals. Waiting for you to find them could be a life-threatening experience. The best thing to do is to take the animal with you in the cabin, but it is not always possible, and only small animals in a pet carrier are accepted. So if you really love your dog, leave them at home with someone to take care of them.
Leave them at home.
The way bad passengers are treated. This time, we have to admit that we don't care much if bad passengers are not well treated. When the passenger is rude with the check-in staff, some of them make sure that they'll have a seat in an area circled with children. If you're a frequent flyer, they could even note in your account that you are a problem customer. And don't expect to get a flight upgrade if you're demanding and rude. Even if one place is available, they won't give it to you. Those who are upgraded are usually extremely nice, well-dressed, and good-looking. But if you really want to become a troublemaker, you'll see that sitting on a tiny seat isn't that bad compared to what the crew can do to stop you. You could be arrested during the flight. In case of emergency, the captain can call the authorities to take care of you when the plane lands. While you wait on board, the captain can put you in restraints if they think you could be dangerous. Don't forget that you're not the only one on the plane, and you want everyone to have a good time. So even if there's a delay or someone annoying you, don't forget that the staff is doing their absolute best to handle the situation, and you should be doing the same thing too.
That reminds me of that movie with Liam Neeson, Non-Stop. That was a good movie, guys. If you've never seen it, go watch it. I'm not even gonna tell you what it's about. You just gotta know it's with Liam Neeson. Liam Neeson.
Best ways to save money. If you are a good customer, there are many ways you can save money. The first thing you want to do is pick your travel dates wisely. In the United States, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Saturday are the best days to save money on your ticket. When you want to book a group trip, search for only one ticket at a time. If you are a group of 5 people, you might not be able to find tickets at the lowest fare. But if you buy 5 tickets separately, you could save a lot of money. And if you want a better seat, the best time to do it is 4 days before your flight. This is when airlines start upgrading flyers and some of the best seats open up. If your flight is overbooked, don't accept the first $200 voucher. The airline will keep increasing the offer until enough volunteers are willing to give up their seats. Even if no one wants to accept the money and you're the unlucky one who won't have a seat on board, insist on cash compensation. You could get as much as $1,300 in cash depending on the ticket price.
Oh my gosh!
And if your flight is canceled, there is still a way for you to get your money back. Even if you have a non-refundable fare, sometimes just asking for compensation can solve all of your problems.
That reminds me of that Asian dude who got dragged off of the flight. Because I don't know if y'all heard, he was offered compensation, but like nobody took it. And then they pretty much said, nah, we need somebody to get off. And they just grabbed him and just dragged him. That's so messed up. That man has a fat lawsuit on his hands. Like, he's going to be a multi-millionaire when he's done with that lawsuit.
The danger
know your worth.
in the air. If you're afraid that the aircraft might crash, you don't have to worry. The odds of a plane crash are about 1 in 11 million. But this is not a reason not to stress a little bit. Did you know that each commercial airplane is struck by lightning more than once each year? That seems terrifying. But what really happens when you fly through a heavily charged region of cloud? Most aircraft skins are made of aluminum, which conducts electricity. This is why the lightning current remains on the exterior of the plane. The worst thing that could happen is that you may see a flash and hear a loud noise. So there's nothing to really be afraid of. What is more dangerous is actually what happens inside the plane. It is expensive to carry too much fuel because it gets heavy. This is why the airline keeps the level as low as possible to save money. But this is not a good idea if you want to save lives if a problem happens. And did you know that pilots fall asleep while they're flying? Half of them admitted that it happened at least once while flying a passenger plane.
Oh my gosh.
Now that is something you should be afraid of.
Yo, airlines are they're just playing with our lives. They're taking our money and playing with our lives. That was it for this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Make sure you subscribe. Get me to 100,000 subscribers by my birthday on July 28th, guys. My name is Prince of Hawkham. Stay charming, my friends.